Spiritual nugget number 14. Pain is a sacred messenger. I wanted to talk about pain today because I think too often in spirituality we tend to talk about healing, but we don't really tend to talk about pain. And I think the reason is because so few of us know our pain. Pain is something we would like to run away from, something we would like to be lessened, something that we do not have any interest in get to knowing most of the time. In my life, I've had the privilege of being in some chronic pain, and I say the privilege because when you're in chronic pain, you are in a place where you cannot escape. Pain is there, and it's either something to suffer with or to be accepted. And in that space of not being able to run away from pain was where I have found great spiritual tools for my life. I have learned that just like any other sensation we have, pain has a purpose. And pain is really a way for the body to know that something has gone wrong. And so pain is like this sacred messenger. It's like this cosmic call for a correction. And all pain is real pain. Your pain is real because you feel it. If anyone has ever tried to tell you that your pain is not real or imagined, God recognizes pain as coming into reality the moment it is felt by someone. All pain has a source, and when the source comes into alignment, the pain goes away. And when we want to numb, to lessen, to reduce that cosmic call for healing, we actually reduce our capacity for healing. I was listening to an interview with a professional athlete recently, and they were remarking how they stayed awake during their entire hip replacement surgery, and that afterwards they didn't take any medication. And not taking pain medication after a surgery, that is not a suggestion that I would ever make to someone. But the athlete's reasoning for not wanting to take the pain medication was that he had read research that reducing pain actually slows the healing process, that when we ice something or we reduce inflammation, that the body heals more slowly. And coming back to my own experience with pain, laying in bed night after night with back pain, tossing and turning, not able to sleep, this was the time in my life that I began to practice meditation. And my meditation was very simple, and it was that I would lay flat on my back and I would just focus very acutely on the area of pain. And I would say, this is where the pain is. I'm feeling the pain. I can visualize the pain. I allow this sensation of pain to be felt in my whole body. And what I would find as I would practice this is that the pain would get more quiet. I could still feel it, but it just wasn't screaming at me like it was. And what one of my spiritual teachers said to me was that our body has to scream at us if we won't listen to it. And when I listened to my pain, my body just didn't have to scream at me anymore. The Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh talks about welcoming our emotions as we would welcome a guest into our home. Whatever emotion we're feeling, even if it's negative, even if it's anger or fear or pain, we welcome that guest into our home and we let it be with us. Pain is something that we can allow in. We can get to know it. We can be friends with it. We can say yes to it. We can just allow it to travel in our body and let it give us its sacred purpose, and to know it as something that doesn't have to be run away from. My message to my own pain is, I am not trying to change you. I'm trying to work with you. Today, if you have a physical pain in your body, or could even be an emotional pain, something that's uncomfortable for you, see if you can just sit back and get to know it and say yes to it and really allow it to cohabitate in your body for as long as it wants to be there. If you like this podcast, I'd like to remind you to leave us a review. It helps us make sure we can show up in search results and keep making great content for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day.